to the timeline then for a guy like Thatcher Demko. You alluded to, a year in Utica. I think we can all agree that that's going to happen. Maybe he gets a look-see with the big club next year at some point. But he's not coming to camp to compete for a spot on the Vancouver Canucks. They've got Ryan Miller. They've got Jacob Markstrom. A year in the American Hockey League for sure. Is it as simple as one and done in the minors? Or how do you think, what did Jim Benning feel was kind of the timeline here for a guy like Thatcher Demko? And I thought it fascinating in your piece. I mean, Jim Benning didn't hold back. He talks about us causing drama.
Wow.
He lost the names Dominic Hasek, Carey Price, obviously Ryan Miller in there as well.
Sure.
So who's stirring the pot here? Yeah. But how do you see this timeline for Thatcher Demko?
Maybe I'm more optimistic than anybody else. If you're that good at 6'4", and you already seem to have a game that's fairly refined. I mean, we like to compare other goalies who came through. Corey Schneider needed more time in the minors because physically, mentally, his game really needed to be stripped down. Where Demko's work with Dan Cloutier the last number of summers, he's been exposed to Rolly Melanson. He's very much a hybrid in terms of today's game, the way it's played. The fact he's only 20 years old, shouldn't read into it. It's a young man's game. I think he has a leg up on everything here. I'm of the mind he can be the starter in Utica and have a really good year. And why can't he work in tandem with Jacob Markstrom the next year? Why is that such a far-fetched thing? I know it's going to be an adjustment. I talked to Dan Cloutier yesterday about it, and there are a lot of things that are totally different about the pro game. Guys can really load up the puck. They can pick corners. You got to be a lot quicker. Your reads have to be better. You have to track the puck better. But Cloutier told me he thinks Demko can do all that, and he really grasps things quickly. So having said all that, could he struggle in terms of, maybe the Canucks will have to have a plan B and leave him in Utica longer and have to find somebody to work with Markstrom? That could be out there, but I think he's a step away from all those guys who we tend to lump together. I think Demko's really something special.